G'day guys, my name is Sammy Hitsky. I'm here with Wayne from Northside Marine. We have a very special announcement to make. Come check this out. Very excited to announce that Yamaha Motors Australia have jumped on board to support the YouTube channel. We have a brand spanking new F130. Wayne, you fitted it up, mate. How'd you go? Big win?
Mate, big win. Super excited.
Yeah.
Pulled the old motor off, refreshed it with the new 130 on the back. Talon Series SDS propeller, 17-inch. Refitted existing hydraulic steering to the unit. The motor has performed outside expectation. We've got 6,200 RPM, 68 kilometres an hour top end speed.
Now, you did say that on the phone to me, 68 k's an hour, and that gets me excited because this boat's never done 68 k's an hour. Maybe if it was going downhill with the back breeze, but that's an extra probably 5 or 6 k's top end range, 10 horsepower drop in size, so I'm excited, and an alley prop over a stainless, so mate, that's exciting. Now, the gauge at the front, we've got a new gauge in there as well.
A new gauge, a CL5, which is a 5-inch glass cockpit screen. It does everything you need, including all your fuel management, engine data. It's a fantastic piece of equipment, can be interfaced with electronics if need be, but a great piece of kit.
Now, Wayne, obviously I had the old motor on here, you pulled that off. Can you give us a bit of a run through of the installation process?
Yeah, for sure. Look, what we normally always do when we're doing a new installation is we always take a reference from the original engine with the cavitation plate in relation to the bottom of the boat, make sure we optimise that, because that orientation between the cavitation plate and the bottom is what is going to actually set the boat's performance overall, and to try and minimise the spray.
No worries. And you've had it out in the water. You told me you did a bit of a water test. How did it perform? Because I haven't had it out yet. I'm very excited to get it out in the water. How did it go from your perspective?
No, we were so excited with the performance of the unit. The unit is running one of the new 17-inch GP Talon Series SDS propellers, so lots of names and analogies in there. But formerly an aluminium propeller, heavily cupped on the outside, shift dampening system in here to make the shift process very, very smooth through the transition. And we're getting similar performance of this propeller to what we are of a stainless steel propeller. And the other benefit is that these propellers are available in 1-inch increments.
Okay.
So we can fine tune that maximum RPM that we're trying to achieve to the absolute finer degree, where we never had that opportunity with stainless steel propellers.
Which I'm guessing is why you said, mate, if you're going to do a big trip, load the boat up, get the pitch down as well, and you'll never be out of action.
Absolutely. Like we always will take the engines to their maximum RPM, and that allows the boats to become heavier. There's not too many boats that I've ever been involved with that can become lighter in their time. People always put more gear on.
100%.
So making sure the engine gets close to its maximum RPM is really, really important.
So for this one here, what's the ideal max RPM?
So this engine has an operating rev range of 5,300 through to 6,300, which is a little higher by 300 RPM than a lot of other engines within the Yamaha range.
Okay.
We've actually got it to go to 6.2, so we're right knocking on the door, and it was not really worth going down one size because of the performance that we're going to lose in maybe speed and a little bit of an economy. The whole shot of this boat was phenomenal, Sam, so you're going to be so impressed. With 130 horsepower, 10 horsepower less than what we had before, it's performing beyond expectation.
And it's the million-dollar question. It's probably the least important thing for a boat, but how fast did it go?
We got 6,200 RPM and 68 kilometres an hour.
68? Right. This boat's never done 68. I've had it to 62, and that's flat water, perfect conditions, you know, back breeze. It's never done 68. So I had previously had a 140 on here. That's a 130. How are we getting 68?
Look, just a combination of like Generation 2 4-stroke technology.
Don't give away all your secrets. Bit of wizardry.
And the aluminium propeller, as I say, the lifeblood of most marine engines today is the propeller connection, and also making sure the accuracy of the height and the setup is to the very best we can get, because too deep, we get too much drag, too high, we get ventilation, loss of drive. So it's really a combination of setting all those parameters and having the right power to weight ratio on the back of the boat.
Right. I'm excited. Now, obviously a new modern motor, plenty of connectivity there. I've got this, I asked especially, you've got an interface cable there so I can link it up to my Simrad. But I've got a new gauge. You've got to talk me through that, because I've never had a touchscreen gauge on the boat before.
Well, this is a progression from what we've had over the technology from Yamaha in the past. Digitally connected The equipment we've got here, we've got the new CL5 gauge on the dash here, which was replaced with the old analog style gauges. That gauge gives you all the information that you possibly need within the boat. It's got all the engine data, it's got the fuel management system, it's got fault diagnostics, and the beauty of it is you can interface it with NMEA to your SIMRAD or any other electronics, which we obviously added the additional cable into the unit.
Yeah, it's always good when everything talks together. Well guys, I'm excited. I don't know if I'm as excited as the dogs in the background. They seem to be having just as good of a time as us, but I'm pretty keen to get this motor out in the water and give it a test run. If you want to follow my adventures, you can do so on my YouTube channel, Sammy Hitsky Fishing. Wayne, you're a wizard, mate. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I'll report back and I'll even drop you a few fillets.
Awesome.
Let's go. Let's get out there.